Good morning. I'm a tiny bit late. Give me 1 second and I'll get toss fired up, and I'm going to get some other things going too. How's everybody? All right. Let me just get in the right account here, and we'll get going. Welcome. My name is Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on this morning. What is it? Thursday, July 22nd. We're going to do a morning watch list building session, and we're going to find some plays that are going to move today. With that being said, I use a smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm software. It's provided by those traders over at FlowTrade. If you don't have a subscription, or if you haven't got the free trial yet, hit me up. I got a link for you. Get you 7 days free trial, and you too can see what's happening in the stock market before everybody else does. Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. What can I say? It's pretty dang amazing. So, with that being said, make sure you do a couple things for me, since I'm going to be doing all this stuff for you. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video or do a stream. So, let's see. What am I missing here? Let's go. We are live streaming now. And we're going to put that over here. And we're going to get this fired up. Where's Toss? Where is Toss? For some reason, my system is laggy AF today. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Since things are a little laggy on the home front, I may use a different tool today, and I think we may go Trend Spider. Yeah, let's go Trend Spider. Let's go with. Oh my God! Stop! Fine, there. Leave me alone. It's annoying. It always runs up. All right. It is not already in use. I promise you, it's not already in use. All right. I've got some stocks picked out already. A couple things to note: Twitter and Snap have earnings after the bell. So keep that in mind for any potential move. You guys don't need to see that. All right, what else am I missing here? Good morning. All right, so I'm going to make this a little larger so everybody can see it. Hopefully we can get it in there. Twitter, Snap, earnings after the bell. Okay. Semiconductors and tech is going to rip today. So I'm going to go through all of these guys here. And Stitch Fix I like, Neo I like, AMAT I like, STX, yeah, Hog, definitely Fubo. So Fubo is the jammy jam. Fubo is the jammy jam. Fubo is the jammy jam. Okay. Yes, we will be looking at Tesla. However, I need to look at a couple other things real quick. Looks like the futures are selling off right now, which is okay. Unless it's selling off because of news. If it's selling off because of news, then yeah, that might be a little. There may be a little something to that. With that being said, I've got to just check something out here real quick. Make sure I'm on the right charting setup. All right. If you have requests, get them into me now while I'm getting things set up. That way we can all look at the same stuff at the same time. Okay. All right. Great. All right. So, all right, Anthony. Yes, we'll look at Tesla. Tesla likes to move off of news, right? However, if the algo is telling me a different story, then I'm going to go with what the algo is saying. Currently, it looks like Tesla's just the algo's essentially trading with price action. Tesla's this lower left chart. Get rid of all of this. All right, for those of you that aren't familiar with my chart or what I've got in front of you here, this is the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm provided by FlowTrade. The purple line is the algorithm. The white is price action. Any blue horizontal lines are dark pool trades. Red are regular block trades. If I draw a white horizontal line, that means that there was a regular block trade and a dark pool block trade so close to each other that I couldn't separate the two. Okay, so looking at Tesla, overall price action is trading with the algorithm. Now there's a bunch ton of dark pool levels here that we need to look at. For example, 654.56 is the one that we're currently trading at. We've got a cluster below that that will provide support if we need it, starting at 637 to 640.65. We've got a combination level below that coming in at 629.92. Right here at this level, right? There's only one regular block trade that's going to provide some support and resistance, and that's coming in at 659.61, right? So what we'd like to see happen is this algo would need to actually curl up and continue its move upwards. Currently it's curled a little bit down, so we're looking for price action to hold at these current levels. Now Tesla on the chart, actually, you know what, I'm a little bit more concerned with why. Does anybody know how to do futures in the S&P? Anybody know how to do futures on TrendSpider? Let me know. If not, I gotta pull up TradingView, because right now ES has dropped 12 points in the last couple minutes. I don't know if we've got news coming out or what the story is here. Let me figure this out, because all right, before I get into that, let me finish up this whole Tesla review. Okay, come on, load up, mofo. All right, so Tesla on the daily, we haven't been able to break above the 50% retracement from the previous high to low, which is also the 200 SMA on the daily. That's pretty significant overhead resistance, right? We've got a daily, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, and weekly squeeze that are all it's in right now, right? Our lower time frame MACDs are all red and curling down. Okay, so that puts a lot of weight on the stock, which is why we pretty much haven't been able to get above the 663.89 level. Okay. Yesterday was essentially just consolidation all day, right? Looks like Tesla filed for a patent, and BHP agreed to supply nickel for them, right? All right, so Tesla likely to start taking Bitcoin again. I mean, it's got a lot of positive news today, which is good, right? Dogecoin is ripping. So this looks like a lot of consolidation to me. MACD is positive. MACD, stochastics, and RSI are all positive and increasing. So we're stacking our factors right now. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going through and I'm saying what's positive and what's negative about Tesla. Okay. Looking at Tesla on the 4-hour chart, this is consolidation. Right? Just a whole bunch of consolidation below the 50% retracement. So we're stuck between the 382 and the 50. Our moving averages are spaghettied, right? Look, they're squished up there. So this is indecision, right? And while the market's falling off. So while Tesla's below this 50% retracement, and so from 650 to 663 is going to be consolidation for Tesla. It may just chop back and forth there for a little while. I would like to play Tesla on the break of we'll call it 667.50. We'll play that break for a run to the long side. Now, contrarian, if Tesla it may just consolidate for another couple days, right? If it breaks below 650, we're going to come back down to 636. So we've got two directions with Tesla. It's consolidating. Overall, it's right. It's barely above. Right. This is cluster. Right. This is not clean. I want to play if I want to play Tesla, I want to play something clean to get a nice clean move. And while yes, there's a lot of positive news coming out, it's been in this 4-hour squeeze for almost a week, right? Tesla has earnings coming up. Is it Monday or Tuesday? So 690, 700, it's possible, yes. But so is 620. So with that being said, I'm going to give Tesla a couple more hours to get figured out what it wants to do. All right. Gray. What is gray? Gray bug vision. Is this what you're looking at, Josh? All I can tell you is, wow, that was a nice move yesterday. Pretty solid move from 425 to 580. What do they do? Hold on. All right, so it's low float. Wow. All right, so negatively stacked EMAs, upper time frame squeezes below VWAP, moves about 50 cents a day, right? We're currently, these green are green 10x momentum bars. We're barely above the 50 SMA. We're either going to retrace off of this 475 level, or we're going to continue to run. So for me, I would look to play, if we break above 475, then I think we're going to, we'll come up and test some of these, the $5 level, a break of 5, and then we start eating to 7. It's making a slingshot squeeze reversal, right? So this lower indicator, this squeeze pro, this yellow bar indicates a reversal. So this may slingshot squeeze up and above the 2134 and then continue to the upside. If I throw some fibs on this from this high down to this low, look for a retracement to 518, potential rejection there. Continuing, if we break through that, we can continue on and do kind of one of these, right, where we come up right? We're looking for this type of thing. Right, that type of pattern up and through. Definitely a break of, right, a break of 589. Then we come up and we test the 127 at 789. Okay, from the algo perspective, from the algo's perspective, the algo's trading with price action. Like I said, break above some of these previous highs, and the algo should continue to trade with price action. You see that there? So yeah, just keep an eye on it. For me, if it breaks those levels, then I would buy probably a Delta 70 call, right? Okay. I really want to look at the ES and why it's selling off and if it's got support coming into it, right? All right, so it looks like ES is fading down into the daily top, right? It's selling off. It's in the daily cloud right now. Looks like it's possible for it to come down to 433.50. So another 6 points. Right, this is actually pretty healthy. Nice little fade into the open. I'm looking at this lower right hand chart. This is the 4 hour. So it's at the 4 hour top. If it breaks down and below that, we come and test the 4 hour mid, which is 43.06 or possibly 4300 for a bounce long. If we rip off of this level here, then we're going to run into some overhead resistance at 43.85, 43.75, 43.85. So this is not that bad, right? Okay, dude, really. That's annoying. It's really loud too. All right. So these are the ones I want to look at today. Let me just get those pulled up over here. And then we'll get going. What a move on DraftKings yesterday. Hope everybody caught some of that. We called it out here, right? I'm looking for DraftKings to continue its move to 50 before it gets into really any sort of... Just make sure it's not trading at 50 right now. Actually, DraftKings looks pretty heavy. I might fade DraftKings at the open. Regardless, all right, so my list, we're looking at... So Snap and Twitter have earnings after the bell. They may run into the earnings, but keep that in mind. DAR, Stitch Fix, Neo, and Applied Materials are all looking pretty decent. This is DAR. DAR is trading with price action. It's been on this nice, long, strong uptrend. The Algo net buying. We got a block trade level at 66.10. If we do pull back, look for a pullback to about 68. All right. Stitch Fix. This is bullish divergence, hence also trading with price action over here on the right hand side. If I zoom in a little bit, you'll see that the algo is just trading with price action, but it's in a nice strong net buying position. I'm going to look to play any pullbacks in Stitch Fix. It's a little bit of a slower mover, right? This nice strong uptrend, right? A little bit of divergence here. However, most of that's played out here, right? Look for this uptrend to hold. And we need this algo to curl around and back up to the upside, right? And then we can play Stitch Fix. Levels on Stitch Fix would be... all right, so we're in a key decision area. Either we pull back to the 50 or we break through. So on Stitch Fix, I don't like this doji, right? That looks like a reversal indicator. Consolidation yesterday, really heavy. Right, we may pull back to 55.64. Right, or we rip past it. I've got an alert for if it crosses up and above, right? Above 56.90, I'm looking to play to 63, then 60.69, right? That's Stitch Fix. Going back to the algo, Neo. I mean, this is a little bit of bearish divergence. However, Neo's got these dark pool block trades that it's providing support for it currently. That is, let me just outline those for you. So 47.70 is resistance. We got a cluster 46.46, 46.65. Support below that, we have a regular block trade level cluster coming in right at 46. Right, if we break below 46, I don't think Neo's going to stop until it comes back down and fills this gap here or touches the $44 level, right? So with Neo, a break of 46 and we come back down to 44. If we can get above 47.70, so if we move $1, right, then we can go a little bit longer. Looking for about $2 to $2.50 off of the previous day's high. So coming in right at, right, like I said, that 47.70 is going to be pretty significant resistance. Neo on the chart. Wow, I am behind today. All right, massive move yesterday. It's slowly selling off into today. If I had to throw a fib on it, you know, we come back down and test 46. Like I said, below 46 we hit the 382 or even possibly lower. Looking at Neo on the daily, this is a nice move, right? Like I said, the smart move would be playing the retest of 46 or even, you know, 45.50. Yeah, but if we break below 44.85, and I don't think 44 can stop it. So that's this level here. There's a little, real small little micro demand zone from 45 to 44.60. Yeah, so currently Neo selling off. I will play a bounce off of that. So if it does bounce rip, then that's going to be a good, nice, good long. All right. Futures continuing to sell off into the open. Like I said, 43.40. Let me just throw a line on this. There is a demand zone on ES from here to there. All right, that's a little demand zone. We may need to come back down and touch that before we move to the upside. Excuse me. Applied Materials. I mean, it's trading with price action. Looks like we broke above the block trade level, coming in at 137.80, 137.38. It's this level here. That's going to be support. Below that, we have an attempt to gap fill, and we've also got a block trade at 134.25, and then 125. So, I mean, this is a pretty chunky move for Applied Materials. I would look for a pullback to 137 area for continued move to the upside. Now, if things go south and we break that support level and we break this level here, so these are our key levels here. All right, there's that one there and that one there. All right, so we just need to keep an eye on those. Also, this algo needs to get up and above this block trade level at 125.06. Okay. I'm gonna look at Snap, STX, Hog, and Fubo. Fubo. Wow, look at these block trades. It's too many, I can't see what's going on. Reminder, Snap has earnings. This could just be a massive run into earnings, right? The algo is trading with price action, very, very one-to-one. I called out Snap the other day. If we'd got in, you know, obviously you would have made, you know, from 58 to 63. So nothing has really changed with that, right? We've got cluster block trade support. We've got combo. All right, we've got the combo right here. And then we've got regular block trades at 61.50 to 62, right? So the algo is straight up trading with price action, right? The algo's pulling price action up. There's no reason to buck the trend until, you know, the trend is over, which it isn't. We're going to run into some key levels here, and we're currently at one right now. So with Neo, we got to get above this 63 level. Or Snap, sorry. Snap. All right, that's Snap. Good morning, JP Morgan. All right, give me a few seconds. Let me get through Fubo. Fubo has got, this is a little bit more bearish divergence. These block trade levels are going to be pretty significant for Fubo. And they're coming in runs. One is right at 27. That's support. A break below that 27 and we come back down and test 25. So this is Fubo, right? We need to maintain that. If not, we come back down here to 25, right? The algo is pretty much flat, but the algo in the longer term has been net selling. So I don't know if this is, I don't know if I really want to consider this, you know, a reversal of the algo yet. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I'm not necessarily gonna trade it. All right, the last one I wanted to, Hog, sorry. This may be super early, but the algo is pointed up. This may be wow. What happened to Hog? So currently consolidating. Right, overhead resistance at 41. A break above 41, I think we start moving back to the upside. However, there's a gap that may come down and get filled at 37.66. I don't know what's going on with Hog right now, but right, falling wedge, the gap that needs to be filled. I mean, it's not the prettiest chart. So, there we go. So we came down and we tested the 200 SMA on the daily. Like, we haven't quite touched it yet, but if we do, yeah, so look for support at 39.82, a break below that, and we continue to sell off and come back down and fill this gap at 37.50. Right, so this 200 is a pretty significant level. It hasn't really ever touched it, but it's come close. So Hog's in a decision-making area. Let me just write some notes down here. Hog, possible bounce, 200 SMA on daily. Okay. I just want to look at Baidu and Twitter real quick. Again, I'm going to remind you, Twitter earnings after the bell. So Baidu, I like this stock. All right, Baidu. Yeah, let's look at Baidu for the long today. Okay, this is what I like about Baidu. Excuse me. All right. So overall uptrend with the algorithm. Currently, the algo is strong bullish. Right, it is pulling price action up with it. Price action came down and made a little double bottom to, uptrending support. We have a gap that needs to be filled, or sorry, just filled the gap. We've got, let me just draw these, 184.05 dark pool level target, 177.81, right, dark pool level support. Currently finding resistance at 180.69 to 181.48. A break above 181.48, we test 184. We get above 184, then we kind of move to some of these previous highs. All right, there's a nice little gap way back here that should be filled at some point. That 190 to 197. I'd love to be able to try to get this gap fill. What do we want to use for gap fill? We need a color for gap fill. Go orange? Yeah, we'll go orange. Right, I'd love to play that or this. Right, those two levels. I'd love to play those. But it might take a little bit to get through it. All right, Twitter, just massive block trades, overhead resistance at 70, a break above 70.25. I think we eat a little bit more on Twitter. I'm actually, let me just, since these are so close together, I'm going to go with white on them, right? All right, there's our resistance. Here's our support, right? We may just bounce back and forth between those two. Okay, that was Twitter. Now I'll take some questions. Wu-Tang. All right. Like me look at JP Morgan, Piton, ZS, CrowdStrike, the Trade Desk, Docu, right? All right, that's a lot. That's a little, I'll look at them, but that would be a lot for me to try to juggle around every day. ZS, Crowd. Okay, I'm going to go through these quickly. JP Morgan, bearish divergence. Block trade level support resistance. Currently 151.85 support, 153.90 resistance. If we break above this level, right, we've got a dark pool level right above that at 154. All right, we got a dark pool level there. If we break below this level, we've got a little gap fill that needs to be that little need to happen down to this level here. We've got a regular block trade that would catch us if for some reason stuff goes south at 148.60, right? I'm not super impressed with JP Morgan. It seems like it's gonna just trade, you know, back and forth within a range. The algo is net selling, so if anything, I'd be looking for a reversal to the downside, actually. See how it's diverged from price action? And that's clear divergence right at that gap fill. So look for JP Morgan to come down and fill that gap. Don't know when, but it should happen, okay? Peloton. This is a nice move off of Peloton. This is that Wu-Tang reversal that we like to see. It looked like it just basically consolidated yesterday, which is okay because the trend is still valid. The algo is still net buying, and you know, we've got a little bit of a continuation, right? There we go. What did I just do? I'm looking at Etsy today too. Etsy looked really good. So Etsy, Zscaler, ZS. Right, no clear divergence one way or the other. The algo is essentially trading with price action. So, I mean, it's still in an uptrend. The algo hasn't turned down yet. Right, we've got we've got a nice strong uptrend. The algo looks a little bit curly Q on the on here. Right, there's a little bit of curling down, but we've got an upward trend line support. Just use this as a guide, right? Use your support and resistance levels. There's no clear algo deviation. CrowdStrike, look at this. All right, so while this looks gorgeous, this is just trading with price action, right? Nice net buying towards the end of the day. I want to show you a little trick if I can get it. If I can get, there we go. So we've got, right, we've got a little bit of an uptrend, right? A little bit of an uptrend. The algo is it gonna let me do it? Maybe. So rising wedge on the algo, which is in line with what price action's doing. So when the algo comes up and interacts with this level here, it will need to break through it for a continued move to the upside. If it rejects, then this little wedge here on CrowdStrike, look at that consolidating wedge, right? There we go. That maybe helps things look a little clearer to you. So yeah, I need the algo to break above its overhead resistance, continue to the upside. CrowdStrike, I like it. It's solid. Crap, I need to hurry up. CrowdStrike. The other stock I really like is Sentinel-1. They're a CrowdStrike competitor, so they're relatively new. They just IPO'd a couple weeks ago. All right. That was JP Morgan, Zscaler, Peloton, TTD, Docu, right? Yeah, I think hogs, dude, electric bikes. Oh man, but you met the whole thing with Harley Davidson is that sound. How are they going to make an electric bike with that sound, right? But you know what I mean. All right, the trade desk. This is a consolidating algorithm with a regular block trade level to provide a little bit of support, 72.59, right? A little bit of an, all right, we've got a little bit of uptrending support. I don't like this algo here. I don't like what it's doing there. Possible pullback to 72. Look for this level to provide support resistance, a break of that, and I think we may fade a little bit. If we bounce off of that, then I would feel, if we do what we did here, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable going to the long side, or if the algo curls up. All right, DocuSign. So this is a great looking algorithm, even though most of the divergence is already played out. The algo, if I zoom in, right, we've got bullish divergence. However, it just started. Oh wait, that's the 1 minute. Big difference from the 1 to 15 minute. There we go. Yeah. So I mean, Docu may need to come back down and test some levels to get the algo to curl up. So on DocuSign, what do we got going on here? Yeah, this is just kind of consolidation. I would just... Do I not have any dark pool? Do I have not any block trades on DocuSign? Alright, so I would need this algo to really make a decision whether it wants to go up or down. It's just kind of consolidating right now, right? See how it's just kind of consolidating? If it makes a decision, it can really affect, DocuSign. We've got a little bit of a wedge forming here. Right, a break of that, and obviously we test new highs, a break down below it, and we come back down and test, test there. So that's DocuSign. Apps, Digital Turbine, I like this stock a lot. All right, this is probably going to be my last one. All right, what I see is there's no real block trades coming in. We do have nice, strong bullish divergence, as you can see here, that occurred. I mean, it's relatively new. Right, relatively new. What else we got going on with this? Nice, strong uptrend. Right, a little bit of a wedge. Right, obviously, these are going to be some pretty significant levels. But I like it. I'm going to throw that one on the list for today. Let me just check out what we got here. Yeah, nice bounce off the 200 SMA on the daily. VWAP at 65. Right, we've got some overhead resistance with our moving averages. We're currently about negative 1 ATR. On the 5-minute chart, like we tested 65 overnight, rising 200 SMA right at 63.05, which is previous highs. I mean, it's not bad. I actually like this one a little bit more than some of the other ones we looked at this morning. Support level there, and then potentially here. Still haven't figured out how to really utilize TrendSpider to its full capabilities. So that's why I'm trying to work on it a little bit. Whoa, what happened there? you know, we're currently at support. So, no. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on how it opens. We could come down and test all the way down to this 200 SMA, right? Those are the levels. Break below 63.07. I think we continue to fade back down to 60. But we're right at that 200 SMA on the daily, right? Look at this. Right? That's gorgeous. Apps, good one. Nice call out on apps. All right. I think that's it for me. Let me just check out crowd on the data on this real quick. Yeah, CrowdStrike's just kind of consolidating, right? We could see it move back to one second here. I totally whiffed it on these. Sorry. Like, right, little wedge, like, pull back to 250, 250 before we move to the upside. Yeah, either way, it's going to be volatile at the open. All right, continuing to look at ES. So, like I said, we came back down that 43.46 level that I talked about right here. Right, we bounced off of it. Continuing move to the upside. We may reject off of 43.50. Right. Anyway, it could be making a little bit of a reversal pattern. This looks like a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders, right? So just keep an eye on it. Futures look good for the open. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I am here every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And you got to do me a favor. Oh, hey, I did my job. You do your job. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on the little bell notifications. I'm going to start doing an afternoon video recap and potential overnight before the end of the day. I'm going to try to get it in before market close, right? Tomorrow is Amazon Friday. I'll be looking to make a play on Amazon. It does react violently